We begin with the latest on those deadly winter storms. Several states across the country remain buried under snow, and in others, even more is on the way. In hard-hit Buffalo, New York area, a region familiar with heavy snowfall, dozens of deaths have been blamed on what's being called a once-in-a-lifetime blizzard. The National Guard is already assisting New Yorkers, while the White House says the federal government is ready to come to the state's aid, too.
We have been through a lot of wars together, and this blizzard is the one for the ages. Certainly it is the blizzard of the century. I was at the Buffalo Police Garage talking to them personally about their experiences. They're grieving inside, as we all are, for the families who are getting the horrible, heartbreaking news that their loved ones succumbed to the storm over the last day or two.
Meanwhile, the post-Christmas travel rush is turning into a nightmare for thousands of flyers. The aftermath of this winter storm resulting in thousands of delayed or canceled flights. And a significant number of those flights were on Southwest after the airline canceled more than 70% of its scheduled flights yesterday. We have full coverage this morning. NBC News reporter Gary Grumbach will have the latest on the conditions on the road on one of the busiest highway travel days of the year. Meteorologist Andy Lassman is keeping an eye on the next round of snow. And we'll talk to the general manager of a restaurant, which became a makeshift shelter to those stranded by the storm. But we begin with NBC News correspondent Jesse Kirsch in Rochester, New York.
Yeah. Good morning. We might be trying to dig out here, but we've got more snow coming down right now, and you can see just some of what has been pushed aside and piled up behind me here right next to the airport here in Buffalo. That airport is going to stay closed at least until Wednesday morning, and you can see, at least in part, why. This area has been battered by this brutal cold and this blizzard-like conditions that we've been dealing with in terms of a broad stretch of the country seeing bad winter weather throughout the past few days across the holiday weekend. Here in Buffalo, they got more than 4 feet of snow. Officials in the area blaming the weather for more than 24 deaths, and several more deaths nationally have been attributed to the bad weather that we have been seeing. There is more bad weather on the way being experienced in the Pacific Northwest. The South and Midwest are looking at a warm-up. We're also hopefully going to see some warmer temperatures back here in Buffalo in the days ahead, but clearly still a lot of cleanup ahead for this community that has been hit so hard by what is being called a historic and devastating storm. Back to you.
Wow, Jesse, just incredible. Thank you so much. We're joined now by Joe Bratt. He's the general manager of the Alabama Hotel Restaurant in a small community northeast of Buffalo. Joe, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Now, Joe, contrary to its name, the Alabama Hotel is not, in fact, a hotel. It's a restaurant. But you turned your restaurant into a makeshift shelter for dozens of people who were stranded by the storm. How did you come to that decision, and what's it been like for those who have stayed at your business?
Gosh, it was actually an easy decision. I was here Friday morning. We were scheduled to be open, and we determined that we were not going to be open. We contacted our employees. I left to go home Friday about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't make it a quarter of a mile. I turned around and I came back, and no sooner did I unlock the back door, the folks were knocking on the front door. So what started with a couple of stranded motorists quickly, by the end of the day, turned into, somewhere around 115 that stayed that first night.
Wow, 115. That's just incredible. Talk to us about your personal experience with the storm. We've been saying throughout our coverage that this area is not new to these snowstorms, not new to cold weather, but I've been hearing from a lot of folks that this is unlike anything they've ever seen. What have you experienced there?
At 45 years old, this is nothing like we've ever seen. The wind, the amount of snow was just unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't see across the street. Nothing like we've ever seen before. Nothing like anybody that I've encountered over the past few days has ever seen before.
You know, Joe, every time I cover a tragedy, some sort of natural disaster, it never ceases to amaze me how much light you can find in the dark. Talk to me about how you've seen neighbors, helping strangers. How have folks contributed to your effort as well?
So neighbors, right across the street, we have the Alabama Holly Farms, Craig Alexander and family, just trudging back and forth through the snow to bring us food. I was the only employee in the restaurant at the time, and we were not scheduled to be here. Neighbors, Brian Katarski, right here by my side for the whole two days, 48 hours. Neighbors trudging through the snow, pulling sleds, bringing us blankets, bringing us air mattresses, bringing diapers for the babies. Neighbors making sure that the children that were here had Christmas presents to wake up to on Christmas morning. Unbelievable sight and how this community pulls together.
Yeah, I mean, to have this kind of storm, this kind of disaster over the holiday, but you guys are a little bit of a Christmas miracle over there. So what's next for you? What's next for the restaurant? Are there still any folks needing help there? Have you been able to dig out from this thing?
We are good. Bonnie Woodward, the owner here of the Alabama Hotel, she makes the decision every year to close between Christmas Eve and just a couple of days into the new year to give her employees a break. So we're going to take that break, and I think that break is a little bit more deserved this year. Yeah, I guess it's buckle up and get ready. There's a lot of things that we learned from this experience, and I think that we can do good things by adding a couple more, totes of items to use in case of emergency upstairs and in the basement, and just be better prepared. But we did the best with what we had. And you know what? At the end of the day, we served 120 people prime rib dinner on Christmas Eve. So it's just an amazing experience.
Yeah, and a much needed break for you and your team next. Please take care of yourself, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you for being that light in the dark for the community.
Thank you.
Time now for a check of your morning news now weather. For those of you making that treacherous commute home this morning, meteorologist Angie Lassman joins us now. Good morning, Angie. Lay it on us.
Good morning, Dasha. And things have improved in a lot of places, especially parts of the Deep South, but Buffalo continues to still be dealing with snow. You heard Jesse talking about it. Those lake effect snow bands have been persistent. They have not let up. And just to put it in perspective, this was a community that saw more than 72 hours of prolonged, continuous lake effect snow, and not to mention 37 hours rather of blizzard conditions. So this is eventually over the next 24 hours going to start to wind down. Likely here by the time we get to the evening hours tonight, we'll see better conditions and improvement and a warm up for folks in Buffalo too. But now we turn our attention to the West Coast, where we know we've had travel trouble all across the country. This is the area that I think we're going to have to monitor for the airports. We continue to see torrential rain working onshore with a system that's bringing plenty of moisture to folks from Seattle through Portland down into Medford, San Francisco, and as far south as San Diego. Folks in Los Angeles and San Diego are going to get in on some of this very much needed rain, and most of California too. But with that comes the concern for flooding as we get through the next couple of days. And here's why. We have an atmospheric river that's just pumping in plenty of moisture. That's basically a highway for a lot of moisture to make it near shore and onshore. And you can see from San Francisco down to San Diego, that is where we will be monitoring for really an active weather pattern as far as flooding concerns and snowfall is concerned. Here's what we're expecting. A couple of inches along the coast, but again, we have those burn scar areas that cannot handle the flash flooding, or the heavy rainfall and results in flash flooding rather. So just be mindful of that. As we look towards the Rockies and even the Sierras, we could be talking about 1 foot to 3 feet of snow. That's one aspect of the weather that we're monitoring. Of course, that impacts the airport, so keep that in mind as you go through the next couple of days, because another weekend of holiday activities is upon us. And again, that focus is mainly to the West Coast for difficulties when it comes to the airport. But the good news is we also have a warm up on the way, Dasha, and that means places like Buffalo, they're going to see temperatures in the 50s, and that will eventually leave us with some melting going on there. Now, one thing to note, it is good for cleanup, but it could also result in some minor flooding for people there. You see by Friday, they'll see temperatures into the low 50s.
And it has just been relentless for holiday travelers.
It has. And if you're planning on, coming to Times Square to watch the ball drop, it'll be warm into the 50s, but you also have to pack your rain gear.
Pack your rain gear, pack your snow gear, pack your
We need it
gloves,
all.
hand warmers, everything. It's just been nonstop, Angie. Thank you so much. All right, Southwest Airlines canceled nearly 3,000 flights on Monday, leaving passengers stranded across dozens of airports in the U.S. According to CEO Bob Jordan, delays and cancellations will continue over the next couple of days. The company plans to operate with just over a third of its schedule to sort out the so-called meltdown. But passengers not so willing to be patient, expressing their outrage on social media. Many reported customer service wait times were over 5 hours long. My goodness. And online support was non-responsive. It's unclear when new bookings will be available. The Department of Transportation says it will be investigating the airline's breakdown. The winter weather isn't just affecting air travel this year. Millions of people are expected to hit the roads today during that post-holiday rush, making a return to pre-pandemic numbers, according to AAA. This is the busiest travel day for drivers during the holiday season, only second to December 23rd. But snow and ice could cause major headaches for travelers looking to get home. NBC News reporter Gary Grumbach joins us now from Maryland House Travel Plaza in Aberdeen, Maryland, with more. Gary,
Hey there, Dasha. Yeah, airports have been a mess, as you just mentioned. Roads, for the most part, have not been, but that may be all about to change. On my drive up from D.C. to Maryland this morning, you could tell there were more cars on the road than usual, and that's because, as you mentioned, this is one of the busiest days to travel, as 113 million people are expected to take to the roads this holiday season. 90% of them are going to be driving, and that's perhaps a higher number even than that because of the mess we've seen at the airport. So folks say just pack your patience. That is something we say all the time. It certainly applies in this situation as well.
Right, Gary. I mean, considering last week's winter storm impacting drivers, when can we see the roads actually clear at this point?
So roads, for the most part, on the East Coast, as you just heard from the weather report, central part of the country, southern part of the country, roads are pretty good in that case. Up in Buffalo, out in Denver, out west, that is where we still see some concerns. But AAA has some tips if you're hitting any of these roads. They include check the air pressure, especially with how cold it is outside across the country. The air pressure in your tires really matters. Also, if you're on some of these treacherous roads, as easy and as convenient as it is to use cruise control, don't do that because you can go slipping and sliding all over the place. Dasha.
Gary, with the driving tips, we all need those. I got to ask before I let you go, the thing that's been on everyone's minds for most of this year, gas prices. What are we seeing at the pump? Should drivers be bracing for higher gas prices before they hit the road?
Yeah, this is the good news part of the report here. This is the cheapest gas prices we have seen in more than a year and a half today. National average of about $3.10, as you see right there on your screen. Behind me here, it's $3.19, so a little bit above national average. But across the country, the highest prices you're going to see are out west in California and Nevada. But things are really looking good for gas prices around the country as people fill up their pumps. Dasha?
All right, a little bit of good news in the midst of such a mess out there. Gary, thank you so much. Now to Washington State, where officials are investigating a number of attacks on electrical power stations. They're worried it may be the latest in a series of attacks on the nation's power grid. NBC News' Tom Costello has more.
It happened early Christmas morning. 3 power substations in the Tacoma area targeted and vandalized. Another on Christmas night. Arriving officers found blue flames, the perimeter fence cut. In all, 14,000 people left without power. Amanda Clark lost electricity and her well water.
Scary in our small little community that something like that would happen.
We're going to be investigating to see if this was coordinated by a specific group or people.
The FBI issued a warning this month after power companies in Oregon and southern Washington were attacked using hand tools, arson, firearms, and metal chains, possibly in response to an online call for attacks on critical infrastructure. In North Carolina, substations were attacked with gunfire, knocking out power to 45,000 homes and businesses. A Homeland Security terrorism advisory warned in November that domestic actors and foreign terrorist organizations maintain a visible presence online to motivate supporters to conduct attacks in the homeland. The FBI seems concerned that domestic terrorism is encouraging this online. What's the motivation?
They're looking for chaos and destabilization because they believe the government is oppressive. They believe the government is what keeps everything going, and they don't like the way things are going.
Homeland Security is increasingly concerned that the electric grid is vulnerable, targeted by domestic extremists motivated by election anger, the Capitol insurrection, Nazi ideology, socio-political issues, and encouraging each other, feeding on this online. Back to you.
Tom Costello, thank you very much. Now to the growing humanitarian crisis on the southern border, where thousands of migrants are seeking shelter from dangerously cold temperatures while facing a very uncertain future. NBC News correspondent Sam Brock is on the ground.
El Paso overwhelmed with migrants battling bureaucracy and bone-chilling cold. Venezuelan Luis Soler says he's not accustomed to temperatures in the 20s. Many staying warm in churches over Christmas, connected through song, but also pain. Others were left outside, like this little boy with just a few blankets. We've come for a better life, he said. At this El Paso Convention Center, there's 1,000 beds inside, refuge for some, but only for those migrants who have the proper paperwork. The chaos against the backdrop of an unprecedented number of undocumented immigrant crossings at the southwest border in fiscal year 2022, 2.76 million, putting a massive burden on states like Texas. Buses leaving there and dropping families off in freezing temperatures outside Vice President Kamala Harris's D.C. home on Christmas Eve. The White House calling it a shameful stunt, a spokesperson for Governor Abbott countering the migrants had agreed to go. With the COVID-era Title 42 allowing for the expulsion of many asylum seekers still in limbo, charities are picking up migrants along the southern border and taking them to shelters across the country, shelters already stretched thin, and right now with no solutions in sight.
Our thanks to Sam Brock for that report. Temperatures in El Paso are expected to rebound the next several days, climbing back up to the 60s. And turning now to the triple threat that's plaguing hospitals nationwide, RSV and flu cases appear to have reached their peak as COVID infections spike. The recent uptick has some states considering whether they should now bring back mask mandates. Joining us now to discuss is NBC News medical fellow, Dr. Akshay Sayal. Dr. Sayal, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, mask mandates. It feels like we're living back in 2020 again, but could mask mandates help, especially if we're seeing these statistics? New CDC numbers show that COVID cases are up 7%. What's behind this holiday spike? And could masking also help with some of these other triple-demic concerns we're talking about, like RSV, flu, et cetera?
Good morning, Dasha. You know, what's behind this holiday spike? I don't think it's that shocking to most people that, COVID cases are starting to rise, especially as we're traveling for the holidays. And, we've seen that in colder weathers, as people start to gather indoors, we tend to see more spread of the virus. And, could mask mandates slow this down? I think it's reasonable to assume that if everybody wore a high-quality mask, meaning an N95 or a KN95, you would see reduction in spread of viruses. The problem is, if you have a mask mandate, people actually have to follow the rules and actually have to wear the masks. And I think the appetite for that really isn't there right now. So what you're going to start to see is a lot of people say we strongly recommend masks, but avoid the word mandate to avoid getting caught in those political crossfires right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to ask you about another concern. It seems like we're dealing with a lot of these this holiday season. Strep A, according to the UK Health Security Agency, it shows at least 94 people, including 24 children, have died from complications caused by the illness. Walk us through, what is Strep A? How can you tell just a regular sore throat from this infection? And should people here in the U.S. be concerned?
With flu, with RSV, with COVID, and now Strep A, I really do feel for parents out there. It sounds very concerning. But, let's talk about the difference between Strep A, which is strep throat, and a sore throat from a regular cold. And, the big difference you see is with a cold, you'll get a runny nose, you'll get congestion, cough, those kind of things. With the strep throat, you have it hurts a lot to swallow, and you also get a high fever, and you may have swollen lymph nodes, which are glands in your neck. So those are the kind of symptoms you want to watch out for. But the good news is, if you are alert, there's no reason to be, panicked or concerned about this. It is something that is very treatable with antibiotics like penicillin or amoxicillin.
Just watch out. It doesn't have some of those other cold symptoms that you typically see. It's
exactly.
The sore throat, the fever. Okay, great. And then I do want to talk to you about this story we've been covering for a couple of weeks, it feels now. When you go to the drugstore, a lot of people are not seeing, especially those children's pain relief medications. Some pharmacies are even limiting the amount of medications that folks can buy. What's going on here? What can parents with a sick child at home, what can they do?
Yeah, so I understand a lot of the concern. We're seeing it pop up in different regions in the country where people are even, taking to social media and sharing photos of the pharmacy shelves without medications. The most important thing I think to know here is that if you have a fever, you don't always need to treat it. Most children can actually, if they're eating on their own, they're doing their normal activities, and they have a fever, you don't need to run and throw medications at them. There are some exceptions, especially babies under the age of 3 months. You want to call your doctor right away if they have a fever. But for most people, you can try things like ice packs. Stay hydrated with fluids, and if they have things like a cough or a lot of mucus in their nose, you can try a saline or a salt rinse in their nose and other medications while we wait for those fever medications to come back.
It feels like the headline you're giving here for parents, which can be hard advice to follow, is don't panic. Take the necessary precautions. Look out for some of those symptoms you mentioned. It's going to be okay.
Stay alert, not alarmed.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.